Opening day of rifle season. Here we come. Public land, New York. Hopefully we don't get shot.
You're creepy.
It's opening day of New York's rifle season. We're headed to a spot that we bow hunted quite a bit. It's a thick little piece. It's small. Might get light, and there might be a few pumpkins sitting all around us, and there's going to be pumpkins all over the place. But I think it should make sense in my mind. You can't really guess what deer are going to do today because they're about to get the crap scared out of them a lot all over the place. So we're going to get in there pretty early. It's right around a little after 4 right now. We're going to get in, get pretty high up in a tree and overlook a big thicket. There's a bunch of private ground all around there that I know has deer camps and guys hunting, and they should hopefully filter some deer to us. So Adam's down or over from PA. He's going to head to another spot and join in on the action of New York rifle season. So get out there and see if we can't knock 1 or 2 down. The pickiness goes down today. Bows for picky, rifles for for just anarchy. I'm all fired up. I just feel so bad for deer today.
Did that get worse?
Well, they swapped my tires, so I gotta re-wear in the...
What about the visibility factor?
Oh, that's... Yeah. Oh, that car was closer than I thought. Sorry. Completely backed out right in front of them. Hey, what if they're going to our spot? Now we're gonna leave. Alright. It's your debut. What's that?
That's definitely good.
That's good.
But what about where that dude's stand is?
Settled in here. Opening day of New York's rifle season. We're out on a piece of public ground that I've bow hunted quite a bit. It's pretty tough to bow hunt, but it's small. It's really small. I like the big ones, but today it seemed like this made a lot of sense. Opening day of gun season, I'm not as worried about the wind and what's going on because there's humans everywhere. It sounded like a four-wheeler party about an hour ago. The thought process behind this piece is on Onyx, when you look at it, it's surrounded by private land. I mean, there's big public behind it. But I know for a fact some of these private pieces don't get bow hunted. And I also know there's some big deer on them. But all the guys gun hunt. So when you look at the map, when those guys come out of their camps or whatever, start walking back into their properties, unless they're coming through public, they're pushing everything back into this thicket. And I think we just had our first So, yeah. I was hoping that once people started getting out and moving, that they would maybe push some stuff to us, but I'm pretty sure every private piece around us had a deer shot on it, like, within the first hour. So, they're probably already sitting down and eating breakfast and done for the day. But I still think it was a good plan. It just didn't yield a deer. So we'll hop down here and then scoot out and see what the rest of the day brings. The day is young. We just got out of the tree. Like I said, it's a super small piece, but we're just gonna kind of ease our way out of here nice and slow. So see if we can spot anything on the way out and maybe get a shot. There's only I can't believe we didn't see any deer.
Me too. I mean, there's beds.
Bed there, bed there, bed there.
Bed there. Bed there.
Alright, so I just pulled up on X. This piece is small. I think I've said that like 20 times. But it is. It's a small little corner of public. There are a few houses. New York, we have to be 500 feet from a house, so it's like 166 yards or something. So it's really nice to be able to just, we're working our way out of here. And I want to know when I have to stop hunting or when I can't discharge a firearm anymore. So right now, from the closest house, I just pull up the line distance. I can drop my point. We're 263 yards. So we've got, a little less than 100 yards that we can work back towards before we're gonna have to unload and quit hunting, which is fine. I don't think we're gonna see anything anyway. I just pulled this camera. It's been here since September. I've gotten quite a few good deer on it. But we're just gonna ease our way out and see if we can spot something before it spots us. It's not very easy to be stealthy with these big metal sticks on my back. Now we ready?
It's day 2 of New York's rifle season here. I'm back at my home farm. Tristan was gonna film me today, but he's got a really good chance of killing his giant on his property, so I told him I'd self-film. I'm not gonna be picky at all. Anything that's half decent, respectable deer, I'm letting the mossberg bark. So I'll bring you the action, or if I have any action, when it starts getting lighter. Footage probably looked like garbage, but I hear footsteps right behind me. I mean, it's still dark out. Her fawn's still right here. And It's still dark out. I hear footsteps right behind me, and she's like 10 yards. Look at this. That happened really freaking fast. I'm sorry, footage was sloppy. I'm just sitting here watching the seer pee on my back shoulder here. And then all of a sudden, right behind me in this green field, two does run right down the hedgerow I'm sitting in. And I turned the camera on and flipped it around, and they spooked. And she turned, and I shot her quarter in two, but she piled up right here. So this is the 7 MMO8. Brand new, just sighted it in. And gone hunting with it yesterday. We didn't see a deer, but I'm here on my home farm today, and they put one down. I missed our opening day, but we didn't kill anything. They didn't kill anything here, but usually opening day tradition is whenever we shoot deer, we come back, pull the inner loins out, and we cook breakfast with the inner loins. That's my grandpa. Oh, there's my grandma too. The convoy is here. I'm gonna get down and go say hi. Yeah, breakfast for sure. I was just talking about that. I said usually open day tradition, we go and cook the inner loins for breakfast. I want to see where I shot this one. I shot this one hard quarter in two. That's a good doe. That's where she was standing there.
Oh, so you put it right here.
Yeah.
Oh, look, she's tagged.
Oh, she's tagged. What? She's tagged.
What does that mean?
It means she was released. What? I got a banded one.
Look at it.
Regular season.
Are you sure it's a female?
I'm pretty sure. So I don't know how to go about this, but comment below if you think, or if you've ever seen this before. I mean, that's a mature doe, but like, tag, and there's a tag, and there's another one in this ear. Three and two. Very odd to me.
I wonder if she jumped a fence somewhere.
I'll go grab those trail camera cards. I want to see that one that's got. So I just contacted our local game warden just to kind of ask him about that little tag thing in the ear, and he said he's very interested and wants to come up and see it, so he's on his way. And he should be here in about a half hour and see what it is. He said it might be an escapee from a deer farm or something, but I don't know about any deer farms around here. But he asked if I gutted it yet. I said no, and he said he's on his way. So I'll get back to you when he gets here. Turns out it's not a local deer farm deer, and we don't know where it's from, but they do want to collect it. He's gonna take it with him, and then he's gonna give me another doe tag to replace this one. So change of plans. We get to keep the deer. He's gonna take the head. We can clean all the meat, but we're not supposed to eat it until they come back with CWD results. So that's a good case scenario. Now we don't have to give the whole deer away and have to fill another tag, but she's going with him to be tested for CWD, the head is, and then we get to keep the rest of it. So that doe is pretty unique, right? I personally have never seen anything like that, but to make a long story short, the game warden did come. He checked with all the local game farms to see if they were missing any deer, and they were not. So we kind of came to the conclusion that a farmer must have saved it, or something happened, and they put cow tags in its ears, so they'd be able to tell maybe in the future if they ever see it again what deer it is. I mean, to be honest, we don't really know. There's no documentation of that deer whatsoever. So if you've ever seen anything like that, leave a comment, let us know. And if you like what you're watching here, please like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. It helps out a lot. And we have a lot more rifle content coming your way soon. Some really cool stuff you don't want to miss. So thanks for watching.